Good morning. This is Philip with RTX Honeybees. I brought back some supers from the farm, from the Richland yard, to extract the small amount of honey that I got out. And apologize for the lighting, but it's early in the morning on November I believe it's the 8th. Yes, 6:45 in the morning. Anyway, I'm having a heck of a time with this. I only brought back 5 supers, but even those are like half full. So it's not a whole lot of honey to worry about, but what I'm running into is this honey has crystallized in the frame. So let me see if I can get a close look at it. Yeah, there you go. You can see it. See if I can. So anyway, it tastes phenomenal, but I'm just not able to get it to come out. Sorry about that. So I don't know. Larger beekeepers have a hothouse that might help it, heating it up a little bit while it's in the frame, but not to the point of melting the wax. Not interested in crushing and straining. It's too much effort for what you get. Looks like I'll just get as much as I can and then give the rest to the bees. Hopefully they'll clean it out for me. It's really difficult in the extractor. I have a manual extractor and it's just beating me to death because it just gets out of it's like a washing machine that got out of balance. So it just wants to walk all the way across the room and I'm hugging it as it's doing that. So anyway, just thought I'd put out. I wasn't going to do a video on this morning because didn't think this was any different than the Capel extraction video. So, but I ran into this little problem. Thought I'd share it with you guys. Another problem I'm having is with this crystallized honey, is it's really just blowing out the frame. So this one right here, if you see, I'm trying to put it back. There's no way. I just have to tear that off and try to reclaim the wax. Maybe let the bees clean it up and then. So anyway, it's frustrating. I'm a big fan of foundationless frames, but boy, if I had to deal with crystallized honey very often, I believe I'd go to plastic for sure. Or maybe I will if this continues to be an issue. But like I said, this honey is crazy. This has already been spun. But look, I'm not getting much out of it at all. It's just clinging to the frame. Just for fun, let's take a moisture test, a moisture content reading on this honey. We know it's we know it's dry. Let's see if I can do this. Hold on while I put it on the refractometer. There we go. What does that say, guys? Huh, that's interesting. 17%. I guess the crystallization doesn't have as much to do with the moisture content as something else. That was crazy. I really expected that to be like a 12% moisture content. But what I saw was 17%, which was higher than what we had the other day with the honey that was not crystallized. Okay? Beekeeping, always learning. So, let me show you. I went to work, been there all day,
in like 8 hours. And hardly any of the honey is drained through. This is so crystallized that it won't even go through my strainer. Not sure what I'm gonna do, but I'll let you guys know. Okay, have this found some window screen that I washed. It's brand new, but I washed it because it had some dust on it. And then I have these things that I got from Dollar Tree a long time ago for some crush and strain that I did. I've got 3 of these. If this works, problem is this window screen keeps popping back up. I think I might try, I've got this strainer, I might try to weight it down with that to get it started. See how that goes. I'll let you guys know. Okay, so that seems to be working okay. I poured it into the strainer here, and I just poured it from the strainer directly into the screen, and it looks like it's working its way through. You can see it dripping down. So I'm going to stay with this technique. Looks like the window screen and colander is the solution I will go with. Seems to be doing okay. It's making it through, getting into the bucket. Screened fairly well. Awful lot of work for a tiny amount of honey, but it's really good stuff. Just try to give you guys a little bit of a wrap up on the extraction of the honey from Richland. I was able to get these 5 supers of, somewhat, they weren't full, but you know, I expected there was probably 75 pounds or so in those 5. So anyway, turned out they were crystallized, not completely hard, but you know, it was a struggle. I got some honey out of it, but not very much. I'm still dealing with some that won't even go through a window screen, which is a pretty big opening. Curious as to, you know, what floral source caused that. It was Central Texas, in the area around Mahia, Corsicana, right through there. So if anybody that keeps bees in Central Texas has experience with crystallized fall honey, I'd certainly like to tap into your knowledge base. But anyway, I mean, at least take you guys and show you what I've gotten out of it, even though it's not very much. Okay, I scraped the last bit of honey out of here. It's draining through this screen, but this has been sitting here all night. This won't get sold, so I'm just going to stick my finger right in it and show you. It's still pretty liquid here, but the crystallized, once it gets down through to the bottom of that, the crystallized honey just clogs the screen. I'll give you an example of that. Like right here. This is like, it's almost like a fondant. It's the wax. See how it just rolls over? It's like a patty. But that's kind of what you end up with. I'll probably take this, maybe even this wax, because it's not going to drain out. It's still got so much crystallized honey in it. I might take this and just melt it down, let it separate, and then just use it as like what they call baker's honey. I don't think I'm going to sell any of the honey from this. Oh, here's this sat overnight. Sort of a, let's see if we can get down in there and get a picture of that for you.
That's what it looks like. And it tastes really good. I mean, really good. I'm not throwing it out. I'm not feeding it to the bees. But it's a little bit of honey in there. I'll try to put a note on the screen as how much honey I ended up with. But there's a little bit in these 3 buckets. Like I said, I expected about a minimum 50 up to like 75 pounds or maybe more. Those supers, after I got through extracting them, were still heavy. I mean, couldn't tell much difference. I think I might have got 10% of the honey, maybe, out of that. Anyway, that's gonna just about do it for the Richland Bee Yard extraction. This is Philip with RTX Honeybees. Thanks for watching.